So as we are discussing the transaction monitoring system backend calculation for final score calculation of Mr. A, so we discussed that these were the risk factors that were considered by the transaction monitoring system, and individual weighted scores are calculated. And when the system adds up total weighted scores for each risk factor, it becomes 67.75. So this is the total weighted scores. But we have to calculate the final transaction level risk score for Mr. A. So we know the formula, which is total weighted scores will be multiplied with 0.35 to arrive at final customer transaction score. And the final customer transaction score for Mr. A was 23.712. Now, as the transaction monitoring system has calculated this score for Mr. A in the backend, now the AML alert will be generated, because suppose if the transaction monitoring system is trained in such a way that if the final score calculated by it is 15 or above, then it has to generate the AML alert. And in our case, in our example of Mr. A, the calculated score is 23.712, which is the final transaction level score for Mr. A. So it is above 15. So as we know that 15 or above will be in the AML alert generation case. So if the score is 23.712, then AML alert will be generated by the transaction monitoring system, and it will be shown on the screen of money laundering reporting officer and AML analyst. Now, after the generation of AML alert, it is the responsibility of AML analyst and money laundering reporting officer of the institution to review the AML alerts. On one day, there may be hundreds or thousands of alerts generated by the system. So as we are discussing just one example of Mr. A, so suppose as AML alert is generated, AML analyst will log into the system. This is the dashboard sample in front of you. AML analyst is interested to review the AML alerts generated. So he or she will click on the AML alerts button. Then suppose 4 AML alerts are generated by the system on a particular day, but Mr. A's account is to be given priority because it is on the top. So AML analyst will click on Mr. A's tab. Then the detail of Mr. A's account will be opened in front of AML analyst. So you can see that there are 3 wire transfers that are shown from high risk foreign country. And these are the credit transactions totaling $25,000 on the same day, which is 3 times higher than the normal transaction limits of Mr. A, which is $8,000 per month. So this is $175,000.